Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue our theme of looking at some traditional origami, and today we're going to make a Menko, which is like a kind of folded up square piece of heavy paper, and it's used for a game where you kind of throw it down and cause cards to flip over, so that's where we kind of use it a lot in Japan. I'm going to show you guys one way. There are two ways actually to make one. This one is nice because it has the weight really that you associate with the game. If you're just looking for the shape and for something to use kind of to wrap things up with, we'll be doing that a little later on. But this one is a really nice heavy kind of finished piece. You do need two pieces of paper to make this. I'm going to be using paper that's 15 by 15 centimeters. I'll let you guys know how big everything is when we're done. But this is it's not too difficult really of an origami. It's pretty fun. And it's pretty common because you get to use two colors, so you can kind of mix up if you wanted to make something pretty. We're going to make both of these, fold both of these in the same way. What I want to do is start off by folding my paper into thirds. And the easiest way to do that is to fold your paper so that it looks like an S, and then just get all those sides lined up so that each one's the same length until you can then pinch down and then fold over so that you fold it into a third. I'm going to do the same thing with this one too. So we've got both of those folded into a third. Now with that flap part open on the left side, I'm going to take my top and fold it over to the left side, creating a nice triangle here. To keep everything as close and smooth as you can. Flip it around, and we're just going to repeat those steps then up here at the top. So you wind up doing it actually in opposite directions. When you're done, you've got this bottom left folding to the right and this top right folding down to the left. And I just want to repeat those steps on my other piece as well. So you get both of these pieces. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a crease right here along the edge by just folding each of these up, keeping my sides even. Try to keep this as tight as you can and as close to the edge as you can, because that's going to help make everything piece together a little easier. And this is a really fun way to kind of send a longer letter if you have two pieces of paper that you needed to write everything on. If you're trying to pass notes in class, you can use this for that. So I'll get both of these folded up. Try to keep them as secure and as close to that edge as you can. Now, the next step, we're just going to choose which one you want to have be on top or bottom. If you're not really caring too much about color, you can use this as a chance to kind of double check and see which one just folds and comes together nicer. Now, if you're really worried to make this bottom a certain color, like I really want it to be purple, then I need to put the purple on the bottom. But you can also kind of play around and see which one has just naturally kind of comes together a little easier for you, if there is one that does. Now this can be a little tight, and that's okay. We're going to kind of adjust it as we work, but I'm going to make mine with the purple on the bottom. So you're just going to kind of line things up here and just take the one that's on the bottom first and fold it up, turn it around here clockwise, and just keep folding each of these up until you get 3 of the 4 folded over already. And then I'm just going to take this last piece and we're going to tuck it right inside this hole. And so you can kind of curve it along as you work and then just slowly slide it in there until you can get everything to kind of come together into this nice little kind of cushion, pin cushion kind of corner meeting in the middle. And that should give you your finished Menko. Now, like I mentioned, it's really nice and heavy, so it has that quality when you throw it down onto the table. It can cause cards to flip over, and it gives you kind of this finished piece. Now, in terms of dimensions, because it is a third, it's about 5 centimeters square. So if you're using some other sized paper and you know the dimensions you need things to be, you can kind of keep that in mind. But that should give you sort of our finished Menko, which is our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.